No one was truly ready for this day. Not the fans, not the media, perhaps, not even the two of them. Because sometimes, fate doesn't send warnings. It simply shifts, quietly, unannounced, rewriting the script of the ordinary. And on that one unexpected day, the world held its breath. For two names once spoken in the same breath, Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan, found themselves in the same room again. Not through memories, not through edits or wishful speculations, but real, tangible, in front of each other, once more. There were no press releases, no bold announcements, not even a whisper of a sign beforehand. And yet, when a single paparazzi lens captured that fragile, fleeting moment, the internet fell completely, utterly silent. Before erupting like a storm, Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan, side by side, in a private restaurant that knew nothing of the histories seated within its walls. Their eyes did not scream joy, nor avoidance. Their expressions weren't forced or fearful. But something about that silence felt deeper than words could ever carry. The hashtag WangXiao reunion spread like wildfire. Not just in China, but across borders, time zones, and hearts. Because this was more than a sighting. It was a memory returning. A scar reopening, not in pain, but in hope. For many, it was a mere glance. But for those who once believed in them, those who had carried their bond like a secret prayer, this was everything. There was meaning behind the stillness. Whether it was regret, longing, or an unspoken truth finally surfacing, no one could say for certain. But when Wang Yibo nervously ran a hand through his hair, and Xiao Zhan tilted his head ever so slightly, offering a faint, familiar smile, those who watched closely knew. Something happened. It wasn't staged. It wasn't polished for the cameras. It was raw, honest, the kind of moment that only happens when two souls, who once knew each other beyond words, find themselves crossing paths again. Not by design, but by something deeper. A short video, mere seconds long, of their silent gaze went viral almost instantly. No words. Just presence. Just that invisible, unbreakable thread between them. Whispers filled the digital world. Did they say hello? Do they still talk behind the scenes? Or was this fate playing games? It had been years. Years since the storm, especially the one that nearly broke Xiao Zhan entirely. Since then, every trace of their connection had vanished from the public eye. Frozen. Like time had sealed a chapter no one dared to reopen. But that quiet encounter shattered every wall fans had built to protect their hearts. No words were exchanged, no hugs, no obvious gestures of warmth. But sometimes, silence is the purest language of the heart. Perhaps they were protecting something. Not hiding, but shielding. From too much noise, too many eyes, too many expectations. And in that protection, there was reverence. For what was, for what might still be. Because not everything sacred needs to be loud. To the outside world, they had been just co-stars. But to millions of souls, Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan once embodied something achingly real. An emotional resonance too deep for scripts and spotlights. Their bond in the untamed felt like more than acting. It felt lived, shared, trusted. Behind the scenes glances, quiet support, gentle laughter. Those weren't performances, they were footprints. And now, with this encounter, those memories came rushing back like an old song rediscovered. Many fans admitted they cried. Not from sadness, but from a warmth they thought had long since faded. A sense that maybe, just maybe, some feelings don't vanish. Is this a reunion, a prelude to something new? Or just a brief ripple in time, never to return? Speculations blossomed. Some reports whispered of a quiet conversation backstage. Others claimed they smiled, laughed even, when no one was watching. No photos, no confirmations, just faith. But for those who believed, Even the smallest rumor was enough to reignite a dream. Because not all hope needs proof. Sometimes, it just needs a heartbeat. Public reactions were mixed. Some called it a calculated media move. But for most, it was nothing short of a miracle. A rare, tender accident of the universe. Comments flooded the web. Seeing them breathe the same air again made my heart race. They didn't need to speak. I swear, my heart heard their conversation. I'm not crying, you are. Yes, sometimes, truth needs no evidence. Just a feeling that refuses to be silenced. Neither Wang Yibo nor Xiao Zhan has said a word publicly. No statement, no denial, no confirmation. But that's what makes it so precious. Because this story wasn't written by the press. It was written by all of us. Those who remember. Those who still believe. They were once each other's safe place. They once stood for something that felt rare and real. And maybe, just maybe, deep within their hearts, there's a place that never truly emptied. This wasn't just a meeting. It was a symbol that no matter how far we drift, no matter how hard the world tries to erase our connections, there are moments, brief and wordless, that can bring it all back. The unexpected reunion of Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan reminds us that not all beautiful things have tragic endings. That sometimes, silence speaks of love. That sometimes, one glance is enough. And on that day, millions were grateful. Because maybe, just maybe, this is the beginning of a new chapter. Or maybe, it was a single beautiful memory, returning with the wind, just long enough to remind us that miracles still exist. So, what do you think? Was this the start of something more? Or a fleeting goodbye wrapped in stillness? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if your heart beat a little faster watching this story unfold, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell. Because in a world full of noise, we will always be here to celebrate the quiet truths that feel too real to ignore. Do you believe in silent reunions? Comment below. Subscribe for more stories that speak without shouting.